Hi, I'm here with Chris, CEO of a financial company, and Chris has just completed the Change Your Mind, Create New Results Mastermind course with some pretty remarkable transformations along the way. Chris, thank you for being here.
Sure, glad to be here.
Yeah, I would love for you to share with those that are listening some of the things that you were facing before you went into this mastermind and some of the results that you received as a result of going through the mastermind.
Well, I'd say that before, I had was just kind of, like I think most people, just living life and just, you know, kind of kind of the ant and the elephant. I'd say the ant's on top of the elephant, and the ant would say, "I want to go over here," but the elephant would go a different direction, right? With the subconscious and just our way of being. And then since going through the course, I mean, my awareness is so much higher and about when when I'm experiencing things or scripts or emotions and that I wasn't aware of before, and I'm able to really course correct much more quickly and not get hijacked by whatever it might be, and just I'm able to reorient and get back on track, and it doesn't happen immediately every time, but at least I'm not unconscious about it and just and drifting unconsciously. So the results have been amazing, and just love the meditations, doing those every day. And I mean, I know they're having a profound effect for me.
I love that you said not drifting, because so many times we drift into these unconscious or subconscious habits and patterns. And I love that you said you weren't aware. So now that you're more aware, do you have any that you'd like to share that maybe you just had this awareness of, oh, I was doing that, and before the course, I had no idea that that was operating. And now after doing the course, you have this awareness.
I would just say when I'm going to put on this, so like in that, like I become more aware of like how I was showing up and how people were reacting to how I was showing up. Um, and as I've made shifts and started, showing up differently, people are starting to shift with me and are responding to me very different in a much different way, a much more positive way. And
Yeah.
um and just understanding like kind of, I guess the best way to frame it would be that people are reacting, kind of what I was experiencing was people reacting to how I was showing up.
And did you have even an awareness of that before you went through this course of how you were showing up?
No, no.
Wow. So having the awareness, seeing how people react, would that have put you in the past, like maybe on a defensive, like, well, that person is being that way. And then maybe, we talk about people being victims of their circumstances. It sounds like you became aware of how your energy was reflecting to other people and they were reflecting that back to you. So can you share a little bit about that?
I was taking more responsibility for how I was showing up, and it just like a stone out of the base of the wall. All of a sudden just got so much more clarity about how I was impacting how people related to me, and and that now it's more. And I'm being clumsy with this, but um, now just like so many pieces of the puzzle have fallen into place, and
Yeah.
and you know uh, situations where I would assign some meaning to it, that it was you know them. It was really them reacting to me.
So
I was
amazing
showing
that
up.
you have that awareness now, because so much we say that 95% of who we are by the age of 35 is a set of unconscious habits, patterns, and emotional reactions. So so many of us are operating kind of in this asleep state, thinking that we're really in control, when in reality they're habits and patterns. And it sounds like you just became so aware of those unconscious habits and patterns, and you had the ability and you learned to shift out of those and retrain the mind and the body to a new set of habits and patterns. Like you broke the habit of being your old self.
Mhm. Yeah, well, I'm working on it, but I believe I have had some breakthroughs. Right?
It's a continuous work in progress, right? It's like
Yes.
we realize we no longer want to be this, and we're choosing to be this. And so as you're choosing to be this, it sounds like as you were working, moving towards here, you became so aware of these old habits and patterns, you were able to break them and stay connected to the new person, to become this new person, to think differently, act differently, and feel differently. And you stay connected to this.
Yes. Yes, that's a good way to put it. Yes.
Well, I know that you were very, very dedicated in doing your meditation practice, because the meditation is a huge part of this, because we say that meditation is really about having the awareness of those old habits and patterns. So can you share a little bit about how important it was for you to do the meditation practice while you were going through this course?
Yeah, I mean, it accelerated the results. It um, and deepened the results. And it's if somebody hasn't been doing a meditation practice, it may seem like a lot of time, and it may feel clumsy in the beginning. But the more you do it, the more the more results you'll get. It'll take what you're doing in the course and compound it. So um, like, and if you don't have time, well, wake up earlier, and
I think
before
you said,
long, that'll be the new time you wake up, and you'll look forward to it every morning.
I love it. I think you said you were waking up at 4:40 just to get your meditation in.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
am
one time you
now.
said you had a 6:30 a.m. flight, and you're like, I'm not missing my meditation. I'm getting up before my 6:30 a.m. flight. I'm getting that meditation in.
Yeah, I woke up like 3:30 that day. So, but yeah, it's just it becomes your new wake up time, and it's a great way to start the day.
You had such tremendous transformation going through this on a personal and professional level. And one thing that I heard you say that I just really admire your ability to sense this is like you sense this new energy coming through you, like you're letting go of this old energy and the things that were holding you back, and you're sensing this new energy. Do you think that's a result of the combination of the meditation and the waking practice that you do of catching those thoughts and staying in the coherence?
Oh, definitely, definitely, because the meditation, you know, I guess helps you go in the subconscious and get some clarity around that, and have epiphanies in there, and then throughout the day, just catching yourself, and just course correcting, and I think that the two definitely compound.
Really beautiful. So, how do you think that this is going to play out with you being a better leader, a better father, and a better spouse?
I mean, I think awareness is the key. Just being aware of how I'm showing up and how I'm relating to everyone in my life, um, and just being more aware of just the connections I'm making, be more present. I think awareness is huge, and just being awake to it.
We say that we're 99.99% energy, and that energy is made up of how we think and feel. And now that you have that ability to see those subconscious habits and patterns and shift those, like you said, course correct, that's such a beautiful way of stating that. You're course correcting to break those old habits and stay in alignment with who you really are and where you're desiring to go. So you've done some amazing, amazing work, Chris.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing your journey. Anything else that you'd
Sure.
like to share with the audience, or how you might describe this to a friend of yours?
Just I believe it works, and know it works, and just follow the course, and do the homework, and you'll get results as well.
Fantastic. Thanks for coming in and sharing your story, Chris.
Sure.